Hi, I'm Robin Clarke. You know, your thoughts really are important. What you think about impacts everything in your life. And it's important to notice whether the thoughts are serving you well. You know, if they're effective or ineffective, really. And to then change them or reframe them if they are, in fact, leading to more stress, anxiety, and depression. So I want to give you a technique today about how you can reframe your thoughts and have more joy, hope, and peace in your life and less stress, anxiety, and depression. Okay, so it's really about effective or ineffective thoughts. We want to be careful that we don't go to that judgment place of good or bad thoughts, okay? The thoughts just are, but it is important to perhaps reframe them. And the first step in this technique is to, in fact, notice what your thoughts are. And sometimes this can be hard to do if you're not in the practice of, you know, slowing down and noticing what your self-talk is or what your thoughts are. This can be something new for you. So I encourage you to practice this a while, to just notice what it is that you're thinking. And sometimes you can note that by your feelings, if you're feeling sad, mad, glad, or afraid, that can be an indication that it's time, you know, to notice what your thoughts are. Usually the progression works like this. You have a belief, and that belief impacts what your thoughts are. Your thoughts impact what your feelings are, and your feelings then impact what your actions are, okay? So it also can work too that the feelings can impact the thoughts. But all of that can be a signal for you to notice what is really going on. And so say you have examined what your thoughts are and you find yourself, you know, feeling stressed out, anxious, depressed, and you have come up with your thought that you're really telling yourself is, I can't handle this. And that's a rough place to be at. And often the belief behind that, you want to get to the underlying belief upon further reflection, often can be that you feel that you're not good enough. So this really is an ineffective thought. And so it's important to move from the place of I can't handle this to a thought that is going to be producing more joy, hope, and peace. So step 2 is really asking yourself to examine the truth of this statement. Is that really true that you're not good enough? And you can think, you know what? You're just as good as anybody else is. You can also examine, is that true that you can't handle it? You know, think back on maybe there's been a time in the past where you were able to handle something similar. Maybe there were some resources. Did you ask for help? And so in the process of noting that, yes, you were able to handle that instance in the past, it can give you a little confidence in terms of that now, yes, you can, you know, handle it now. So it is important to come up with something that is believable, because otherwise you don't want it to be going back to the, no, you can't handle it. Yes, I can. No, I can't. Yes, I can. You really want it to get to this place of where you're moving forward in your positive belief. So step 3 is to interject this truth. And the truths that you have come up with are, yes, I'm just as good as anybody else. And yes, I've handled something similar in the past. This is a little bit harder than that, but I believe that I can do it. I can ask for help. I can go and get some resources to help me, and I can do it. And so then step 4 is to come up with actually the reframed thought. So in this case, it's going to be, yes, I believe that I can handle this because I've handled something similar in the past. Or if you want to just shorten it up to, I can handle this. And this is what the new reframe thought is that you're going to be telling yourself about. I hope that you found this helpful. Please feel free to comment, call me or email me, check out my website. I'd be very interested in hearing your thoughts on this. Thank you very much. I hope that you have a great day.